Good day traders, and welcome to a new YouTube video here on our channel, which is an update as always for Gold and DXY. Plus I want to cover up for you two dollar pairs, which is in the first place EURUSD and the second one would be GBPUSD. The reason why I want to give an update in addition for these two pairs is simply something unexpected happened today on the DXY, and this is what I want to go even more in detail for the DXY. And then I also want to cover up EURUSD and GBPUSD to give a quick update. In the first place, why do we need to analyze the DXY? Pretty simple. If we know the overall direction on this pair, we can make a conclusion for the other dollar pair. So therefore, if we see the DXY dropping to the downside, then we can expect that gold, EURUSD, GBPUSD is going to the upside. And this is what I want to show you in this analysis, because also if you got on the DXY some potential returning points like a supply zone or a demand zone, let's say we got on the DXY supply zone, and at the same spot you got on EURUSD or on GBPUSD a demand zone, so they're completely opposite, then you can see this as an additional confirmation that your correlation works exactly the same, and therefore this is an additional confirmation for your trading setup, and you got even more high probability on that setup. And this is what I want to show you very detailed in this video right now. Now let's get started with the DXY from the monthly chart to see the overall picture on this index. And guys, we're pushing right now from this monthly resistance where we got at the same time this monthly supply zone. Therefore my first target is this monthly support and my second target is this support over here. But before we're going to reach this support over here, we may see some retracement to the upside and then we're going to hit this level, but I will definitely make an update when we're going to hit this level. But for us right now, it's just important that we know from a monthly perspective that we are going to hit this monthly support. Now let's switch to the weekly to look if we got even more confirmations for this movement to the downside. And yes, we have it. Why? In the first place, you see impulsive move to the downside, corrective to the upside, impulsive to the downside. And right now, this is the first candle over here, which was a blue one. But also, as you can see, price did not make sharp movements to the downside. So we had here 3 weeks where the price consolidate, but then it was followed by a nice strong candle to the downside. So this area over here could be also considered as a kind of a corrective phase. Right now I'm expecting the price from a weekly perspective is going to continue to move to the downside. I want to see how this weekly candle is going to close in order to make even more conclusion out of the weekly channel. Now let's have a look on the daily. What do we got on the daily? The daily, you see this nice corrective move to the downside, so price was in this range, and yeah, it was moving from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top, and so on. And yesterday I was sharing with you an analysis that I was expecting the price is going to drop straight through, because as you can see, we still were creating lower highs and lower lows, and the market still is doing the same. So we broke recently the lower low structure, and therefore I was expecting, okay, DXY is going to drop, but no. Today DXY made an impulsive move to the upside, so it pushed to the upside, which was not a move what I was expecting. But at the same place over here, guys, we got a daily supply zone, and this is super good for our monthly analysis. So this is actually the order block which can simply push the DXY back to the downside. But now for more clarification, let's have a look on the 4 hour. And guys, at the same spot over here, we got a 4 hour supply zone, so perfectly in alignment, and this is simply an additional confirmation for our trading. So from a 4 hours perspective, I'm expecting that we're going to push at least till this demand area. Afterwards we may see some corrective move to the upside before we're going to break this lower low structure, creating a new lower low and continue with this nice downtrend on the DXY. You can also draw here this trend channel on the 4-hour, and this is actually, that's it. That's my DXY analysis. I'm expecting a simply nice drop from the supply zone, and then at the same spot when the DXY is going to return to the downside, I'm expecting that gold is going to make a push to the upside, EURUSD and push to the upside, and GBPUSD and push to the upside. But now let's have a look on these pairs as well to see what kind of structure and what kind of order blocks that we got on this market over here. Now let's get started with gold from a monthly perspective. Okay, what can we see on gold? Gold is very bullish over here, as you can see. So nice sharp moves to the upside, and then this indecision candle over here, which was at the same time a retest of this monthly structure. So this was nothing that we were surprised about, because this was simply a profit taking area over here. Okay, so big hedge funds, they closed their long trades, and at the same time where they were closing their positions, price dropped massively to the downside. But then if we switch to the weekly, we can see that the market immediately rejected to the upside, which is a signal for us that, okay, the bulls are still in the market and we can still expect some push to the upside. Then let's go to the daily, and on the daily, guys, what can we see is actually that the price is in this range over here. It is here we got this daily demand area. Okay, let me change the color. We got this daily demand area, and we got here a daily supply zone. And I told you that I want to trade gold between this range, okay? Because if gold is in this range, we cannot expect that gold is going to fly to the upside. No, we need to first see a break of this supply zone, then a retest, and then we can see a new long opportunity. But on the other hand, we can still see something like this, a break of this demand area and then a push to the downside. But this is right now not interesting for us. We want to see right now where we can buy gold, because if we want to see DXY dropping more to the downside, then I also want to see DXY going to the upside. And in the last gold analysis, I was mentioning this supply zone over here, and this supply zone, yeah, it was responsible for this big short on gold, which was nothing that I was expecting. So I did not expect that gold is going to drop that low. At the same spot on DXY, I was not expecting that this is going to be such a strong demand and it will push the price that high. Okay, but it's not a problem for us. But now let's have a look for some returning points in the market. And guys, this is the next demand area on the 4-hour for gold. So, can you see something which is very similar to the DXY? Yes, you got a demand over here and you get a supply over here. So what do we need to do is to simply wait now for the for gold to drop down till this demand area, where we then will monitorize price action, and then we're going to take a nice long till this first resistance or till this supply zone again. And if we are going to manage to break both areas over here, then we're going to push till this supply zone. So it is very interesting to see how the DXY is going to react to this demand area in order to make a conclusion if gold is going to break also the supply zone. So this is actually what I see right now on gold. I want to monitorize price action at this demand area, and then we're going to see a potential nice long opportunity to the upside. Now let's have a look on EURUSD. This was the chart which I was sharing with you today on TradingView, but I'm going to make also here a quick analysis from the monthly. Yeah, we need to understand from a monthly that we have here the same situation like the DXY. We're pushing from a support and a demand, so the exact opposite like on the DXY. And also here you can see it from the structure. This is actually the resistance which I want to achieve with my first take profit. And also here on EURUSD, I want to see this extended take profit over here. And I can also show you additional confirmations, because you got in the first place here a W formation. So this is the first confirmation, and the second one is that we got over here a break of this trend channel. So therefore also here we can expect from this break and trend change, which will let the whole EURUSD market change. Okay, so it will change the whole EURUSD into this bullish trend over here on the monthly, as you can see. But this is not interesting right now for us. We want to see what we can do. And from a weekly perspective, what do we see? Impulsive, corrective, impulsive, and right now corrective. And I'm expecting again impulsive to the upside, which is going to be, if you look to Elliott wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this 4 wave over here, it does not need to be a corrective move to the downside or something like this. It can also be, in this case, something like this. Okay, I'm not an Elliott wave trader. I'm just using it just to get a little bit of an overview about it, where we are currently, because yeah, making here an ABC correction is kind of difficult in my opinion, and yeah, I do not like it very much, because it is for me very hard to find an entry by analyzing only Elliott waves. So this is why I want to use still my chart patterns and my supply demand. And if we now got a look on the daily, guys, we can see actually that we are in this trend channel over here. Okay, so right now price heavily rejected from this top, and price dropped to the downside, and at the same spot over here, guys, we got a daily demand area. Like on the DXY, we got a daily supply zone. And if we switch now to the 4 hour, we can see on the 4 hour a nice 4 hour demand area. Okay, and this is actually for me also here an area where I want to monitorize price action before I'm going to take a trade to the upside. And we may continue then on EURUSD with this long trade. And also here we need first to break this supply zone before we're going to see the next move to the upside. Now let's have a look also on GBPUSD. And on GBPUSD, guys, we are pushing right now from a monthly support area over here, which is also monthly demand area, and I'm expecting to hit this monthly resistance. The first target we already hit, which was this monthly resistance over here. And if we got a look on the weekly, what do you see here on GBPUSD? You can see this trend channel over here. Okay, so price is moving between this trend channel, creating higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so absolutely bullish. But we got actually an interesting level right now of support here. And also on the daily, what do you got on the daily is actually an area over here. So this is going to be a potential returning point. So this level is not important for me actually, but this one, yes. And this one can be a little bit bigger. So I want to see here and push into this area before I'm going to expect further confirmation for a nice long opportunity, so the continuation with the movements to the upside, because from a daily you can see this was a nice impulsive move to the upside, now corrective, and then again I'm expecting an impulsive move to the upside. Let's have a look on the 4 hour. What do we see on the 4 hour? Yes, perfectly in alignment. Here at the same spot we got a 4 hour demand, but yeah, you got a demand area over here and you got a demand area over here, and this whole order block is a daily demand area. So you need to monitorize price action here and here, because both are going to be potential returning points for GBPUSD to continue with the move to the upside in order to reach this monthly resistance which I was talking about. Okay, so this is what I see on GBPUSD right now. And yeah, this is actually the way how I am analyzing my dollar pairs using the DXY for my correlation. As you can see, it's not very difficult, but yeah, this is how I do it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you could learn something out of it. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we're going to see the next time with a new video here on YouTube. And see you then. Bye bye.